Manny's a generational talented fighter. Like, he's accomplished what no other fighter is ever going to accomplish again, you know, but I don't feel like, you know, he did it on his own.
Watching Floyd fight is actually more my style of that perfect boxer.
That's what
when I do a pound for pound ranking, I'm trying to be objective. Pacquiao jumped more weight classes. What he did pound for pound to me was more impressive.
Hard work first. Don't quit, don't quit. Your mind, your heart, your focus. Let's go.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. notes that while speed may decline, power, skill, and legacy remain unmatched, keeping victory within reach.
Lose speed, you may lose athleticism, but that power gonna still be there. Look at George Foreman.
Right.
Max Kellerman praises Manny Pacquiao, saying his career achievements are more impressive than those of Floyd Mayweather Jr., and that he still performs strongly after years away.
Isn't going broke.
So
By the way, if he is, that he makes all the money in the world for a Pacquiao fight and rides off into the sunset a rich man, I wish him the best.
I want to fight somebody. I don't care about the money and all that. You know,
Who you want him to fight?
That's not good with Pacquiao. Pacquiao just drew with Barrios.
Yeah, and you see what he look like?
Yeah, because they're not on that level anymore.
What do you think's going to happen here, though? What do you think's going to happen in Mayweather-Pacquiao? Are you interested in it?
Yep.
Is it a good fight?
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Watch it. The first one was awful, but now they're 50 years old. Let's see it.
Nicholas Irving notes that a fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao now would generate little fan interest, as the matchup peaked over a decade ago.
You know, today is his birthday. He just turned 49.
Okay. I mean, granted, Pacquiao and Floyd are still better than a lot of fighters out that are active right now. That's how good they were in their prime, and that's the dedication they had to the sport. But, like, again, no one asked for a Floyd-Pacquiao fight, part 2. We've already watched the first one, and I think that first one should have happened way before in his career. Way before that fight, back when they were both, you know, hungry dogs and not hopping around trying to this fight to keep a whatever record. Pacquiao's my guy too, but I just don't have a desire to watch these two go back at it again. I saw the first one, and it was just like every other Floyd fight after he broke his hand.
Joe Rogan tells Jim Lampley that Manny Pacquiao's power is unmatched, having dominated 8 weight classes with a uniquely impressive record.
Kept his power through 8 weight classes. That is just wild. Like, what other fighter can you name that went through 8 different weight classes as a world champion?
I can't. None. No. Obvious.
Jim Lampley explains that power punching is a science, and Manny Pacquiao naturally demonstrates it with precision.
Power punching is not a physical gift. Power punching is a science. Power punching is the product of real technical knowledge. Power punching is about footwork, weight shift, the angle at which you deliver the punch, you know, all sorts of things not directly related to your strength or, quote,
even at this age, Manny Pacquiao remains determined and strong, believing boxing depends on desire, skill, and dedication, not on years.
Boxing for 4 years. It's good for me, for my body, because I've been I started boxing when I was young, so good for my body to rest for 4 years, and then now I come back. I feel like you know, the passion, the fire in my eyes, to work hard, like that, is still there.
Training and returning to boxing rejuvenate Manny Pacquiao, boosting his confidence, focus, and overall sense of purpose.
It's a good thing for me that I have rest. I have time to rest for the longest time in my career. It help a lot for my body and my mind relaxing. And this time around, I am so excited and feeling like I'm young.
Do you feel you have something to prove in this fight, Manny? I know you've accomplished so much, but do you feel you personally, you want to show something to the world or prove something?
Oh yeah, it's a challenge that they might think that oh, Manny's career is over and he's old like that. So something wrong that I need to prove it, and I'm not done.
As Manny Pacquiao's trainer, Freddie Roach, believes Manny could defeat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in a rematch and finally show what he couldn't display in their first fight due to certain circumstances.
He had turned back the clock maybe 5 years. It looked like he was quicker, sharper, more explosive than I've seen him since pre-Floyd Mayweather fight.
I do agree with you, and you know, he gave up his killer instinct a lot by he didn't want to hurt his opponents, and all he had to do was beat them. And after losing a couple bad decisions, that kind of went away a little. Finally.
So did you see a little more killer instinct?
Definitely, yeah. In this training camp, it was. Even in his last fight, it was a little more. He's shown a little bit more each fight, and then in this training camp.
Manny Pacquiao fully dedicates himself to boxing, saying his entire focus is now on the sport, leaving all distractions behind.
I miss the sport I love since when I was young. And after, but it's good for me because when I rest 4 years, like my body is still okay, and then I keep on, even though I hung up my gloves, but I always work out, playing basketball.
Oh, you do still?
Yeah, work out, playing basketball, gym, and badminton, like that. So, because my house is, I have my own gym. So
that's good.
I can work out, basketball, badminton, like that, things like that.
But what did Freddie Roach say when you called him and said, Freddie, we're gonna fight again? What did he say to you? Remember?
Yeah, he's happy. He's just observing me, and then he saw my speed, my movement, like that. Still.
Manny Pacquiao shows remarkable speed in training camp, moving with precision and agility, highlighting his quick reflexes and explosive boxing ability.
Samahan natin sa laban niya.
Ang isang nag-undergo ng training ay hindi lamang po ito para sa ibang tao o para sa kanino man, kundi para din sa ating sarili. We undergo training because we want to learn more and we to improve ourselves.
Manny Pacquiao enters training with full determination, ready to face Floyd Mayweather Jr. once again. This time, he focuses completely on preparation, leaving past distractions, injuries, and setbacks behind. Every punch, movement, and drill is intentional, building both speed and power while maintaining control and precision. He trains with discipline, sharpening his timing, footwork, and strategy, ensuring he reaches peak condition without unnecessary risk. Manny's mindset is clear. This rematch is about skill, focus, and execution. Fully committed, he approaches each day with intensity, ready to give his best while protecting his body and legacy.
The time comes, like, come to my mind, my heart, like, busy, tired. Then, forget about boxing. Yeah, right? But as long as you have passion, you have fire. Yes, of course. But look at your body also. Sometimes your mind is active, but your body can.
Mine stopped a long time ago.
So that's why I'm trying.
Nicholas Irving explains that if a fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. were truly meant to happen, it would have occurred over a decade ago. He emphasizes that 11 years ago, both fighters were at their peak and the boxing world was fully invested in the matchup. Instead, the fight did not materialize at that time. Now, more than a decade later, interest has significantly declined. According to Irving, the sudden push for a rematch appears more like an attempt to create a spectacle for fans rather than a meaningful contest between two prime competitors. He believes this timing reduces the authenticity of the matchup, making it feel more like a commercial event than a historically significant fight.
It just, beating up, Mike Tyson and the whole Pacquiao thing, just like no one asked for it.
No, and in terms of the Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight, I'm with you, and I am a boxing fan. When they fought the first time, it was 5 years too late.
Exactly.
It's been 11 years since that first fight.
Damn. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like a legit 11 year. I think they fought somewhere 2016.
Yeah.
Maybe 2015, 2016. This is the fight nobody asked for.
Yeah.
And if y'all didn't make that fight worth watching when you were 11 years.
Sean Porter recently shared his perspective on a potential Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. matchup, emphasizing that Manny taking this fight does not carry the same significance as it may seem. According to Porter, the main reason Floyd Mayweather Jr. would return to the ring is financial. He points out that Floyd's persona throughout his career has revolved around wealth, luxury, and living life on his own terms, including private jets, extravagant spending, and high-profile events. Porter notes that many of Mayweather's major career decisions have often been linked to maximizing earnings rather than purely chasing competition or legacy.
You see a fighter retire and then come back, don't jump to the conclusion that that fighter is broke. Don't jump to the conclusion that that fighter don't know what else to do with their lives. Understand that that fighter has put in countless hours and days and years, upwards to the 30 and 40, and when that person says, I'm going back to work, that's essentially what they're doing. They're just going back to work. Can't be too mad at it.
I think the main thing, I don't know how much people are mad and hate Manny, but Floyd's whole persona was, I print money. I'm bigger than the dollar.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Floyd Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
I got a private jet. I got a house here, mansion here. Everything was money, 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 money. And people watch Floyd for majority of his career for him to lose.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you lost all that money. People just want to see Floyd lose because of the persona he built up. Floyd Money.
Porter further explains that a true rematch with Manny Pacquiao was never part of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s plan. After their first fight, Floyd proved he had decisively beaten Pacquiao and then walked away, leaving no opportunity for a rematch at that time. The idea of another fight, Porter suggests, is less about proving superiority and more about generating revenue, attracting fans, and capitalizing on the lingering curiosity around their rivalry. While Manny's involvement may excite audiences, the motivation behind the fight, according to Porter, lies strongly in Mayweather's business-driven mindset and his desire to maintain financial control.
Forced at almost 50 years old to come out of retirement to jeopardize his own, which he never really wanted to jeopardize. He never wanted to give Pacquiao his rematch. I beat him. Yeah. I walked away in his mind and with a record to back it up. He has a seat at the table of the greatest who ever did it. I don't think he ever wanted to jeopardize it. And so if you're coming back having to jeopardize it when you didn't really want to, and people could argue it's not jeopardized, he'll always beat Pacquiao 7 days a week and all that. That's a different dynamic.
I don't think a rematch was needed at the time either.
Well, it's not needed now.
Yeah, but back then, yeah.
Yeah, it's not needed now. So I think there's a difference, though, between, I'm fighting for money. Yes, I'm still in my prime or close to it. I can still operate at the highest level, and I'm coming back because I owe people money and I need to get.
Meanwhile, Paulie Malignaggi and Chris Algieri analyzed Manny Pacquiao's power and technique, noting that even at 47, his punches still carry significant impact. Malignaggi explains that Pacquiao's punches feel like bricks, delivering both speed and force. He adds that while many fighters rely only on speed, Pacquiao combines it with sharp snap, creating punches that remain powerful despite his age. Both analysts also reflect on his fight against Mario Barrios. After a 4.5-year layoff, Pacquiao still threw strong punches, although the explosive snap from his prime had slightly diminished. Malignaggi points out that Barrios' limited reactions contributed to Pacquiao's effectiveness, as he often threw punches only when set, giving Pacquiao a clearer target.
Pacquiao has bricks in his gloves. Like they're just
He was
hard.
different at 47, even 40, even at 40, yeah, that snap.
The snap. The difference is. So I always said this about Pacquiao. But how's he punch? I'm like, he punches good. He's very, very fast. But also at the end of that is a brick. Because you could be really fast. You hit somebody with a feather. It's not, it'll get you reacted. No, he hits you. It's like boom, whoa. And again, I'm not the only person who says it. Thurman said the same thing. Another guy that he fought way older. And at 147.
But it wasn't the Pacquiao that, again, the way he looked against Barrios was very different, man. He was pushing his punch. I never saw him push out punches because he couldn't generate the speed and the snap.
Also never saw him at their 4.5 years.
Chris Algieri and Paulie Malignaggi also discussed how age affects a boxer's speed. After years away, even an elite fighter like Manny Pacquiao cannot fully replicate the sharp snap from his 20s or 30s. However, the force and placement of his punches still make an impact, showing his technical mastery. The discussion then shifts to legacy, emphasizing that a rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr., while intriguing, would mostly matter to the fighters themselves. While fans may debate its importance, the result would carry personal significance, serving as a final statement in their careers. Overall, the conversation highlights Pacquiao's lasting power, strategic intelligence, and how his legacy remains strong even in the later stage of his career.
Snap your punches. If you come back at 30 years old from 20 years old, But 47, he wasn't snapping no punches.
He threw him hard enough because Barrios didn't do anything.
Barrios sucks. He doesn't throw any punches.
Barrios not going to throw punches because
Barrios also has to set himself the way he wants to set himself, put his hands in a certain position, his feet in a certain position, and then he throws punches. Like that he basically announces to the whole world, hey, okay, I'm going to throw a punch now. So, it's not the same thing. There was no reaction from Barrios because Barrios won't react unless he's in a set position to punch. He will not punch unless he's in any other position. So yeah, sometimes Pacquiao's hands can put him out of position. Barrios will have a punch out of when he's out of position. He's just not that kind of guy.
This idea too, and you brought it up about Pacquiao saying, "I'm going to give him that L. This is going to carry that. He's going to carry this with him the rest of his life." Is legacy secure at this point?
Yeah.
If Mayweather loses, should he, which is certainly possible.